All right, welcome. This is M-Dog from M-Dog Gaming. We're going to be trying out a new deck today. Yesterday we featured the Lich King Warrior deck, that's what we called it, and found bits of it from Hearthstone, I think, and appreciate all the comments that have been left, and a couple of comments I wanted to address as we start a new deck today, one of which was someone was asking where the deck list was, and it was included in there somewhere, but it was kind of mixed into the video, so we'll start off with it here. We're calling this Lich Beast Hunter. However, I do need to give credit. This is something I saw Savige playing. Now, he is changing this deck constantly as he's trying to refine it, so I just kind of took one of the versions that he was using, and of course, we'll kind of go from there. We may refine it after playing it some as well, see if we can get it going. Haven't played a lot yet. We see we're still pretty low ranked as we're just getting started playing. And that brings me to the second comment. Somebody made the comment about noticing that I had a lot of misplays on that warrior deck. On not doing the, a lot of that deck was built around doing damage to your own minions and getting all the special effects and stuff, and how I was messing that up at times. And we might be bound to see a lot of hunters while we're doing this, by the way, because since Savige is such a popular streamer, a lot of folks will be looking into this deck. However, I just wanted to say, yeah, I am not I am not a pro Hearthstone player. I make a lot of mistakes, and especially when I'm learning a new deck and recording a video, I will make all kinds of mistakes because there's 100 things going on in my head at the same time, not just about what I'm doing, but regardless. So this is kind of a weird situation. We've got two of our 2-drops. Do we keep both of them? This one is only good if we have another beast to adapt. I think it's a pretty good starting hand, though. We'll do that. And having a 4 as well looks good. So the thing I like about playing Kindly Grandmother first is, since I believe that the 3/2 Big Bad Wolf is also a beast, we can feel fairly confident that we'll have something to adapt on turn 2. And I think that's probably a pretty good start for this deck, although this may be your first time seeing this deck, and it is certainly a deck that I've never played with before. I've not tested it at all before this, so again, you're bound to see lots of mistakes. Now, this Arphis card we'll look at. I've never used this before, and this was one that that was added to the deck. And I'm not even sure how legitimate that adding it was, but all right. So we can do maybe Wind Fury. No reason to taunt it, right? At this point, we can get an extra damage in, and then we'll go ahead and attack there. So what would have been better? Giving it stats would have been better than getting Taunt or Wind Fury or anything like that. Taunt would have just guaranteed that he would have had to have hit it anyway. I guess we could have let him hit, but just kind of 1 damage difference. Let's see what he does. He may have the same card and be able to adapt. Yeah. So, again, this is going to be a mirror match, and again, it's because when these decks get played by popular streamers, all of a sudden you do see a lot of folks using them on ladder, at least for that time. I think there's no question we're going to do Animal Companion here, and I guess we can go ahead and summon it to see what we get, but I think we probably trade. We definitely want to take his 3/2 out. To my side. Alright, so that is nice. Run away. Run away. We're going to go face with the second one. Turn 4, we do have Hellmaster. It's one of those survive. We'll be able to boost up a beast. So the Death Rattle to Arphis, who is a beast, is add a random Death Knight card to your hand, which is kind of interesting. I don't know that it's going to be any good, and I'm not sure that... well, let's give this... So if we give that +2/+2, it still dies to that. So technically, I guess we should probably... give it there. Now we can trade this way, but that still dies, so we might as well have less damage done here. Oh, we could have boosted this. I'm sorry, I played that wrong. We could have boosted this and it would have still had 1 health left, so that was a mistake. So I don't, you know, it's kind of fun to have the extra legendary in there. I think this deck would be just as good, if not better, by finding something besides, you know, this card to put in there. I'm not sure what he was intending there. He's probably getting used to this deck as well. But that didn't work out the way he wanted it to. Let's go with... And this discovers a card, a copy of a minion in your deck. So not just in your hand, in your entire deck. So we get an extra Lich King or an extra Savannah Highmane. I actually think that Savannah Highmane is probably the better pick. We're coming up on turn 6 if we don't want to use Rexxar next. What do we do here? I think we probably trade... Ooh, I don't know. This just synergizes so well. Let's trade here. The nice thing about Deathstalker Rexxar is you do get the 5 armor, and then this mirror match, that could be pretty important. Okay. That kind of stinks for us. What does this do? Deal 2 damage to all enemy minions? It seems like there might be a better time to do that, right? Let's just go ahead and trade this, because that allows him to have beasts with charge, and we don't want that. Savannah Highmane is such a strong minion, such a strong card, so sticky. It's beastly in and of its own right. Now we can boost ours to give it more health. Give it taunt. Now he might be able to do the same thing. We get him pretty low on health though. I think we do go face here. And we're going to put an extra minion out. The only thing that plays into is Unleash the Hounds. He's already played 1 though. He may track for a second one. Okay, so he's going to adapt his Highmane. Divine Shield is really powerful. That's what you're looking for there with the adapt. I think that's fairly consistently going to be the most beneficial one to get. Although the good news for us is we're still going to be awfully close to lethal here, if not actually have it. Alright, so we've got it, right? Okay, so we won the mirror match. This is an interesting time to play this deck. I wonder if we're going to see other folks running it as well. You see we do have the Hunter quest, which is a nice icing on top scenario. But... So, the other decks I'm really wanting to try. So there's a really expensive druid deck out there. It has a lot of legendaries in it. I don't know how good it is, but it looks fun to play. I am tempted to try that one. I'll make a video. I also want to play the Jaina Mage.
Let the hunt begin.
And so we may it's against Warlock. I think Infested Wolf might be worth keeping. Tracking. You know, I'll be honest, this deck list has 2 trackings in it. And it may be because I've not ever played a real aggressive hunter much. I've always preferred mid-range. I've just never loved tracking. I guess getting Houndmaster here. We've got at least 1 beast and then 2 spiders that will come out of that. The taunt would be helpful against most zoo decks. Reynad played a zoo last night that he was tearing it up for a while. So I was anticipating that a lot of folks would be playing some zoo today. We'll see if that's what this is. If it is, he's kind of got a slow start going here. This might be the more discard-oriented zoo deck. See if he runs ooze or anything else. Now, Arthas is not very sticky. It's interesting that's what he put out. Kind of want to stay on mana curve here, so we're going to put Infested Wolf out. I'm surprised he put something that played right into our bow out. Maybe it's just a matter of he's got so many cards.
Only a fool rejects the Lich King.
This does have Divine Shield. So I think we do want to go ahead and do that. No need to use our weapon though. Let's hold on to our weapon. Is this some kind of weird... I guess you're going for the spell damage there, huh? I didn't really think about that. Now we probably will use our weapon on that. What can we play here? Yeah, let's just do Arthas. Keep doing damage. Keep going with it. Hey, what's up, Penguin? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, if you are watching this video on YouTube, feel free to come join us. Wow. Are we already up to 6 mana? So that did give us an obliterate. Which may be worth doing here. Let's see what we get. Yeah, again, an extra high main I think is the way to go. So this only does 3 damage right now because this is not a beast. We can play Lich King next turn. And what's up, Artrex Gaming? Welcome to the channel. Alright. Do we have a way of killing that, I guess is the question. I don't think we do. Let's see, that would be 2, 6, that only does 5.
I wonder.
Let's go ahead and get ours out. See what we get. If we get another obliterate. Army of the Dead could be pretty good, especially since we have N'Zoth in hand. Might actually be worth doing that. Let's see what we get. Let's just try it. I have never used this card. Okay. That was interesting. Let's see, what all of these are beasts? That one's not. We can go ahead and do kill command. Now let's wait a turn. If we could get taunt, I think. That's the way to go there. I don't know that we want to track. I think that's now a dead card in our hand. Penguin says, I got a new reference sheet for my penguin. Oh, yeah?
A battle to eat you with. Unleash me.
We're getting awfully close to death here. We can kill the Lich. Only thing I'm trying to figure out is it better to actually... We just can't kill the Lich King that way. We could get a taunt minion. I think we'll just take our chances here. All he needs is 5 damage. So I feel like the that was one of the Lich King cards. I feel like it's already back. What was the card that summoned 5? I just think that that will often be a better result than that than what it was that time. Let me see what card that is. Lich Beast Hunter. All right, I'm thinking of where is it? It's not that expensive. It's the one that. Oh, sorry. That was a Lich King card. That was a Death Knight card or whatever. Okay, all right. I'll figure this out in a minute. That's why I haven't seen it very much. It's the one where you draw 5 cards. If any of them are minion, you summon them. I don't know. We needed more taunt to try to hang on there at the end. It just didn't happen.
Rexa versus Rexa.
Mirror match again.
The hunt begins.
Literally 50-50. Alright, I think we'll go like this. I mean, if you're going to play with tracking, which I don't even want to, I may take one tracking out, to be completely honest. And at that point, you have to ask, like, should you really just take both of them out? Look at this. This is obviously a very aggressive hunter deck, not a mirror match at all. Right now, we're missing a 3-drop. I think Houndmaster is too valuable to pass on that, unfortunately, but that means we lost N'Zoth. I guess this match will be decided before N'Zoth would have a chance to be played, most likely. So our options here are play Kindly Grandmother and get on the board, or play Stitch Tracker. A little bit too slow, though, to coin out Stitch Tracker. If anything, we want to coin out Houndmaster next turn. Yeah, he's going all in. We need the... Alright, let's go ahead and get Houndmaster out. I think we just...
Job's done.
Wow. Okay, that's a rookie mistake there. It's an aggressive hunter deck. Of course you play around Ice Trap there. We should have not attacked with our taunt. It's a taunt. He would have had to have attacked it himself. That literally cost us the game. We don't... I guess we could search for something here. I'm not sure what we would get. Okay, I guess that.
To my side.
At least we got taunt, but with this alive, I mean, you could maybe justify using kill command on that, but that's such a slow play, we would not have a minion. I don't know. The only thing I was thinking that we would have a chance with is the new Hero Hunter Lich King card, legendary, whatever, that we don't even have in our hand right now. If we could play that, because it does like 2 or 3 damage to all enemies. I haven't actually used it yet, but it's in this deck, so.
The better to eat you with.
7. But we have to draw it right now. Even then, even with the 5 armor it would give us, it's just not enough. That's going to be it.
This beast will not be tamed.
Alright, let's go ahead and get to the next match, because we royally messed that up. Played right into Ice Trap. And that's why Ice Trap is so strong, because people like me still play into it. That's why it's still the #1 hunter secret. I really wanted to. I would love to see how that match might have gone if we hadn't played into Ice Trap. It would have given us a little bit more time. But we messed it up. Okay, so I haven't played against a rogue in this expansion more than once or twice. We could keep one in Unleash in case it is a more aggressive rogue. I don't really know what the archetypes of rogue are right now. I assume it's mostly still like combo stuff. But we shall see. We'll go ahead and track and hope we don't lose anything too valuable. Like the Lich King. Got all these 3-drops, but most of them aren't playable. Animal Companion is pretty much playable anytime. Against Rogue. Or do we go with this? I think we go with Animal Companion. Unfortunately, we've just got a lot of 3s. Yeah, I'll see your new reference sheet, Penguin. That sounds good.
Hey, you want to buy a funnel cake?
Okay, so this could be... So I think this maybe still gets played even if it's not N'Zoth Rogue, but that certainly is played in the old N'Zoth Rogue archetype. But I don't know that it has to be N'Zoth Rogue just because they just threw a Death Rattle down. We'll know soon enough, though. I think we just equip the bow now. So this gives him a random class card from my class. So he'll have one Hunter class card now. So on turn 4, it's pretty awkward for us unless he puts multiple minions down. Looks like he's equipping a weapon of some sort. So if we drew into our ooze, that would be nice. We could punish that play. This does 3 damage. Okay.
To my side.
That's a good draw. He at least needs 1 extra damage to kill it. Welcome back, Penguin. Oh, that's awesome. Did you make those yourself or did you find them? That is really cool, Penguin. I like that a lot. What did he just play? Oh, gain stats equal to your weapons. Interesting. Alright, we can now take out his weapon and we could trade that if we want to. We'll have 3 mana. I think we probably just do Deadly Shot here. Or is it Kill Command? Let's do Kill Command. Just because I don't know you commissioned it. That's really cool. I wonder, I probably ought to go to, what's the website, Fiverr.com or whatever. I wonder if there's people that I could commission to make emotes for my Twitch channel. I think I'm eligible for a couple of sub emotes now. And I have no skill or, ability when it comes to that kind of stuff. And unless somebody just happens along that is able to help me with that, I'm just kind of out of luck here. So I should think about this. My first reaction when somebody drops 3 cards out, 3 small minions, is of course, Unleash the Hounds. We're never going to get better value. But if we do that, we cannot use Houndmaster. We can, however, use Razor Maw. I think it's worth going ahead and doing this, but we need to do Unleash the Hounds first if we are going to play Unleash the Hounds. I think we should. I think we are going to do Unleash the Hounds. And let's adapt. Let's adapt our big guy, because we're going to protect him here. +3 health. He's already taunt, so that might be worth doing. Let's do that. And then we'll take 1 out with him. And we're going to survive our minions and hope that the rogue doesn't have any AoE. Hey, what's up, Bacon? Happy Friday to you. I am, Bacon, I'm playing a little Hearthstone. Then I'm going to be playing some Final Fantasy XIV with my good friend Artrex from Artrex Gaming. Oh, that Vanish was This is a weird rogue deck. Like I haven't seen this archetype at all since this expansion came out. All right, so we got to get some minions back out there. He gave us back at Acidic Ooze, and I have a feeling he probably does have more weapons because he's got cards that synergize with weapons. Let's do +3 attack this time. And then let's get... We definitely want to hold on to our Ooze because I think we'll see another weapon. So, Bacon, I'm going to be playing some Final Fantasy XIV with Artrex starting here in the next hour or so. But then later tonight, I am going to transition to Lord of the Rings Online. I'm hoping to get in on... I think we're doing Roving Threats as a kin tonight. And then I want to just play Lotro in general as well. The armor is inspired by 3 armor sets in Dark Souls 3, and it looks like it could be in Bloodborne. Yeah, I really liked that penguin. Oh, thanks, Bacon. That's really cool. I really appreciate you doing that. Yeah, and when I get on Lotro tonight, I will definitely find time to get in chat with all y'all, and I'll try out what you're talking about. I will be in probably my own Discord just for the first part of the night when I'm playing Final Fantasy with Artrex. And then we'll go from there. Actually, I need to get Artrex permission to get in your Discord so that he can come in my stream channel with me. He often is in my stream. We do stuff together. I don't know what to do here, and I'm going to run out of time.
I wonder.
All right. Let's do that. And... I think we just go face here. What does this summon?
Quickly.
Let's go ahead and play Arthas. And let's just go face. Good old Arthas. That sounds good, Bacon. I appreciate you hanging out. I really appreciate you hanging out. Hey, if I can, yeah, later if we can get Artrex an invite, I'll when we're in Discord together, I'll message you and let you know. Oh yeah, PM me a friend that I can share with him. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Bacon. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. You've been very helpful with all that. Thank you. All right, so we should have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We probably have lethal in multiple ways. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. I'm like doing that thing where I'm not paying good attention to the match. Alright, Artrex, I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, so that was a good good matchup for our deck. That was kind of fun. We really had an answer for almost everything there. Even the Vanish didn't set us back too far. Alright, so let's try this deck at least a couple more times. And then we'll wrap it up, at least the portion that I'm going to flip over to YouTube. I like this Hunter deck. I'm excited to see I'm excited to see Hunter being like having some different, feels like some different archetypes, some different directions you could go with it, right? So we're playing a Warlock here. Ooze is probably not priority. We already have a 2-drop. I think we just go like this. Let's see what else we can get here. You know, I want to refine this deck a little bit. I mean, I won't do it during this portion of the video, but I think I want to try this deck without tracking. I just don't know exactly what direction to go in, because tracking does give you some flexibility. Like if you're playing an aggressive, like a Pirate Warrior, and you're stuck with, you don't have any taunt, or you just, tracking does kind of, so I may be undervaluing how good tracking is. So this is going to be Zoo. This is probably very similar to what Reynad was playing last night on stream. Because it's sticky, we could go ahead and play this and hope we draw into a 2-drop. I think we are going to do that. If he trades with us, then it will still have a couple of 1/1s, right? Am I remembering that correctly? Again, I'm still getting used to that. No, it'll have a 3/2. Still getting used to this deck.
Why do you call?
Actually, Penguin, I do have a Discord channel that I typically am in when I'm streaming, and then but what we were talking about before is Discord that is used by the kin that I'm a part of for Lord of the Rings Online. At this point, we have to go with Ooze. There's no reason to save it, and I don't know that we hit here though.
Oh dear.
Let's think about what we're playing next turn. Is there really a good reason to... Well, it gives us... I guess we will. I think that's debatable, though.
The better to eat you with.
The problem is if we ended up having some way that we wanted to... that we needed to have a beast out, we were more likely to have a beast out next turn if we didn't actually hit it ourselves. So remember, this spell damage will be used for like Hellfire and things like that. Let's go ahead and discover. This is probably a good card to play this turn because I have a feeling he's about to blow our stuff out of the water here. Is it feeling like this is going to get to a turn 7 without us already being out of the game? Can we wait for a Bone Mare? Bone Mare is powerful. Just not sure that we're going to have... I think we have to go with... We're not going to see Pirates, right? I think we have to go with Infested Wolf here, unfortunately. I don't think this is a board that he would Hellfire. I think he'll trade with the Divine Shield, and then the question is, does he trade the other one?
Side effects.
Looks like he does.
Trust me.
Alright, so we'll go with Infested Wolf. We don't want to track right now. We want to try to get minions on the board, try to keep up with what's going on. I still don't have a good sense of the deck. I know that it... the cards we've seen so far have all been obviously low-cost minions. He's tapping pretty aggressively up there. It feels like... Oops. Now the question is, do we want to track? We've already got N'Zoth and Lich King in our hand. Let's go ahead and heal when it helps us more than him, instead of waiting there. Typically, I would say get food. I mean, get food. I'm reading comments in my chat. Typically, I would say that is an opportunity to start going face and hurting the Warlock's ability to tap. But since he's got that... wow, he's going to kill everything. You know... Yesterday was the first time I saw this, or last night was the first time I saw this Defile. In the right situation, it's actually really powerful. I think that's going to be, like, in a lot of Warlock decks, a must include. It clears the board so efficiently, right? So, if we're going to track, we could do 3-4 track, but I think we're going to do this, which means we're playing Grandmother. And this also allows us to potentially get an early N'Zoth in that could be hard for him to deal with according to how much clear he's had to use already.
Unleash me.
1 damage to all enemy minions. He's going to kill that.
The better to eat you with.
Okay, we could get a lucky... So what would be nice right now is to get a kill command. Let's try it. Okay, we didn't. Does Hounds help us? It does kill that off. Does +2/+2 help us? 4, 5, 4. It's an even trade. So more is actually a lot. Or we have bow. Hit... bow, trade this. And we could still play something else. Let's go with bow. Let's take some damage to the face. Alright, let's see what we get with Animal Companion first. Now that's interesting.
Run away. Quickly. Run away.
Okay, now we're starting to turn up the heat a little bit. Totally random. Have you heard of a Lost Ark? It's a new Korean MMO coming out. I have not heard of it. You know, Bacon, what I have a hard time with is I actually prefer Western MMOs. So even though I really like Final Fantasy XIV, especially like in a, what would you call it? Sort of in a theoretical approach. Like, I think it is a great MMO in so many ways. All of the anime influence and stuff is just harder for me for whatever reason. I mean, I think it's fine. It's just for me. It's not like, oh, wow. Frostmourne. Summon every minion killed by this weapon. Three. Oh, just play a beast here, right? Do we have a beast? We don't have a beast? Well, we do have a beast, but we can use kill command without beast.
This beast will not be tamed.
Shoot.
I hunt alone.
I really wish this guy was a beast. Alright.
Hunt alone.
We know we want to kill this, right? I don't know. Let's see. I'm back. I would join you in Lotro, missing a spacebar and have a trackpad for a mouse. That seems like that makes things hard, Penguin. Yeah, I like Final Fantasy despite the Final Fantasy of it, ness of it. Okay. +1/+1. 4. Alright, we're just kind of having to flood the board here. Kill Lich next turn. If we can get rid of Lich, though, and then drop N'Zoth, we may have to use Frost. I don't know. I don't want to... Okay, that's pretty brutal. I don't want to have to use Frostmourne to kill Lich, because that means he'll be back. That's interesting. I guess the only way we live here is if we get... If we get Taunt? I couldn't remember if we were going to have Taunt or not. Once I get a new laptop, this one is dying on me. Sorry about that, Penguin. That stinks. Alright. That was definitely a fun matchup. Not the way I wanted it to go, obviously, but that was fun. I am enjoying this Hunter deck. You can definitely feel the need for me to play it more to get have a better idea of when to push in, when to track. I'm still wrestling with the track. So far, I would say this Arthas legendary is probably not worth including if you don't already have him crafted. I think there are probably other things that are better options. It even wouldn't be out of the question to do Barnes, but there'd be a lot of things you could get on Barnes that wouldn't be that good. So maybe I wouldn't go Barnes. I think you would want to replace it with something, a cheaper minion, though. Like, I don't think you want to go second Bone Mare or second High Mane. I think the deck might get a little slow at that point. But, alright, let's play one more with it, and then we'll wrap this deck up for now. Maybe try something different.
Rexxar versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
Let the hunt begin.
All right, druid matchup. This is now this could be the expensive druid deck I was referring to earlier. All right, we have 2, 3, 4. It's not a really strong 3, but it does give us value. I like the Stitch Tracker, especially in this deck, but it does slow your momentum down. Okay, so this might be a really legendary heavy deck that we're playing against. We'll see. We'll play Grandmother on 2, I think, unless we need to coin out the bow. All right, he's ramping. We've got rampage going over there. In a year or so, still got the space sensor working, so that's a plus. That does sound like a plus. All right, let's see what we can discover here.
This beast will not be tamed.
Do we want 2 N'Zoths? I don't think we want 2 N'Zoths. It's too slow, right? If we're going to win this, it's not going to be by going to, like, turn 25 or something.
Oh dear.
Again, by not trading here, and I'm trying to think if it's the right move or not, but... Wow, that ramp is just disgusting. By not trading, though, we do give this something to adapt. Alright. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to end up having to use the... What if we could get Divine Shield? That would at least help us a little bit go to the next turn. The other thing we could do is Unleash the Hounds. That would be 3. We could kill it. Yeah. Wait, we don't have enough to do both. 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're still killing everything. Let's see if we can get a Divine Shield here. No, +3 health doesn't. Actually, it does help, doesn't it? Poisonous. Duh. Poisonous. I forgot about poisonous. We're going to trade that there because it's not a beast anyway. So that ended up working out really good. I forgot poisonous was one of the adaptations. That's really OP in that type of situation. Now, if he... when he gets to the point where he's playing like big minion, we're going to have to pick our spot here on Deadly Shot. 2 damage to all enemy minions. He just cleared our board. He's got 2 mana left. I guess he'll just shapeshift.
To my side.
Okay. I was wondering, like, you don't hit that with your face unless you got a Wrath to follow it up with. This is a beast. But if we play Houndmaster, it means we can't. It ends up giving it 5 health. So it takes both to trade. This is where I need more time playing the deck. Especially playing against something like Jade Druid. I guess going face there is right. I think in all the... oh, you just did that. I think in all the times we've played this deck, this is the first time we're getting Bone Mare, right? Now, we're fortunate in a sense that he traded, because now we can use Deadly Shot on that, and I think we have to. I think it just makes too much sense to do that. Now we're off mana curve a little bit for Bone Mare. We're also one off with 7. We have to use a lot of... We have to use a lot to kill that. Take a lot of damage. I guess we just use Bone Mare, huh? Interesting. What else does he have? Okay. He's giving us card draw. Lich King's coming out. Ooh, maybe we play this. Maybe not. I think we play Lich King just straight up.
I can see.
Okay. Take a good victory with the Hunter deck. So it feels good to beat Jade Druid. I feel like Jade Druid is still kind of the deck that is really strong and solid, and you're still going to see a lot of it at this point, at least. And so if you don't have a chance against Jade Druid, then it's going to be frustrating moving up the ladder. So to be aggressive enough, in this case at least, to at least feel like you've got a shot against Druid is good. It's debatable keeping Hounds against Druid. I think we won't, though. Let's see what else we can get. They don't tend to flood the board much. In that last match, we did see a turn with, 3 minions out at the same time, and our Unleash did help a ton, but... We'll see how this goes. Alright, so we know on turn 2 we're likely to play this, which means we probably would be able to adapt, but we don't have a 3-drop minion, so I guess we go Companion. Alright, this is a Jade opponent again. And like I said before, you're going to see a lot of Jades on ladder right now. I think one of the ideas, first of all, Jade Druid is still very strong. And not a lot of changes to the deck has been made, but it's very strong. And one of the ideas is while people are in this expansion, brand new expansion, people are trying out new things. Oh, I kind of meant to drop Grandmother there, to be honest. I was talking too much, but... that's an interesting addition to Jade Druid because of all the pirate warriors. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do this. So what were we saying? Oh, people are feeling like, well, everyone's experimenting with new decks and everything. I can get a lot of wins if I just play a really solid deck like Jade Druid. Oh, that's cool, Bacon. Thank you. I'm glad you're excited. Yeah, we'll definitely transition to that. So Artrex, I think, was going out to get some food, and when he gets back, we'll definitely fire up the old A Realm Reborn. So we're going to start weaving in our hero ability. It's very likely that he's going to clear the board. Or has the potential to, like we saw in the last Jade Druid matchup, so I don't think we want to flood too heavily. We want to do damage, but we also don't want to get all of our minions out just to be cleared by one of the druid's AoE abilities. Okay, so this is more... This actually is a weird deck. I could be wrong. I just don't remember seeing a lot of, like, beasts mixed into Jade druid decks. So, I don't know. It's just a little weird to me, but I may just not know about it. Now, this is kind of where a question comes in. Do we hero or do we get grandmother out? I'm not as worried now about... this is feeling more like a confused druid deck. We'll see how good it ends up being. I miss Ion, but nothing has come close to replacing it. Yeah, Ion was unique. I was trying to think if there's enough in Final Fantasy XIV that would resonate with you and Ion. Probably not exactly. It's way more. I mean, it's obviously a Final Fantasy MMO. But if you just look at all the systems of the MMO, like the crafting and everything it's a really solid. The story, it's about as good a storytelling as I've seen. It's a little on the melodramatic side, as Final Fantasy stories tend to be, I guess. But it's so well told, and it does like feel like it has real emotional like weight to it at times. Hey, that might just be the perfect time to play it. We haven't had a chance to play him. Let's just play it. Let's just play it and see what happens. I'm really curious about it. I've never... Like, I don't even know what Build-A-Beast really is. I mean, I saw someone do it once, and it looked like they were choosing two beasts, turning them into one beast, but then they also had the, like, combined amount of mana cost or whatever. Alright, we're going to have to kill command that. The question is, are we going to hound before we kill command? I think so. We're probably not going to get a better chance to unleash the hounds than this. But this is a... Wait, how much damage do we have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've lost our hunter ability, so we don't have that. 10. I think we still have to kill that. Which means we don't have enough mana to build a bear. We'll build a bear next turn. Have y'all ever been to those Build-A-Bear shops in the mall? That's what we're about to do. Does he have a spell? Ugh. He just got 5 armor, too. That is not good for us. 3, 6. Discover a card. Let's build a bear, because we may be about to lose this, so before we lose it, let's build a bear. I want to see what happens. Alright. So this has... Death Rattle Shuffle of 4/3. And it's a cheap cost, so that feels good. After this minion attacks a hero, adapt. If we could get this in like a charge, but it's going to be expensive. Have to be 3 or less. Let's go for cheap here. None of these have charge. Ooh, Stealth Poisonous. Alright, we just built a 4-cost minion. Now, is that really what we want to play now that we've gone all to the extreme of doing that? We could get Unleash the Hounds again and actually take out his gadgets there, Auctioneer, which is probably what we need to do. 3, 4, 5, 6. We can play one more minion, right? Right? Yeah, okay. Let's see what we get here. Ah, not what we wanted. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. We just got it in. That was close. By the way, are you still able to purchase Final Fantasy XIV? Says discontinued on PC. What? Is that right? Oh, I bet you're looking... Are you looking on Steam? I bet you're looking at the wrong one. Like, so there's the Complete Edition, which is like... what, 50 or something? It comes with all 3 expansions. But you can just get just A Realm Reborn, which is the base game, for $20? And that has so much content. Now, the other thing is it does still have a sub. But you get, I think, 3 free days We're going to play Lich King here. Because we may need some of these Lich King cards to do anything. Yes, we need that. Because he's about to have some huge, huge Jades. So he gets a free draw a card with that. Let's see what he gets here. He's going to have 2 cards now. Is he going to summon? Yeah. And he's going to summon another one. Okay, he's just going to wait. So we can destroy. Actually, let's use this.
Has come.
Do we kill them all? Wait, he's only got 12 health. 12 health. What am I talking about? Don't we have a way to kill him? We just go face here, don't we?
Has come.
Yeah. We're going face.
This beast will not be tamed.
We'll take adapt. Oh my goodness. If we could adapt and get Wind Fury on anything, we win. We don't. It's hidden behind that. Let's go poisonous. And we'll do this poisonous as well. Okay. Goodness. That was crazy. Oh, and we got Frostmourne. Surely we're about to win. We've got so many ways we can win next turn. Well, this is fun. This is like a good last playthrough because we've gotten to see. I've wanted to see how this Build-A-Beast worked. So we finally got to go to the Build-A-Bear store and make a couple of, or at least make one zombie beast. It's so cool. Like, you put together the 2 abilities, but you also put together the mana cost. I like it, though. On the Final Fantasy website, trying to get the complete edition, but not sure how actually to pay. Yeah, I actually went through Steam, so I'm not exactly sure, Bacon. Oh, we just need one more for the quest. Alright, I think I'm going to wrap up the YouTube video part, but I am going to keep playing at least to finish our quest. I need to take a quick bio break. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching. If you're here for the stream, I'll be right back.